Leadership plays an important role in every aspect of everyone's life, especially in students' life. In the modern world, students are facing many career challenges, employment problems, and conflicts between idealism and beneficial. That's why they need leadership skills to accept challenges, solve problems, and analyze career direction. C.N. Annadurai, who was fondly called Anna by millions of Tamilians, was one of the most charismatic leaders of modern India. Kanjivanam Nadarajan Annadurai was born on 15th September 1909 in Kanchipuram, Tamil Nadu, in a lower middle class family. His father Nadarajan was a weaver and his mother was Bangaru Ammal. Born in a middle class family, he first worked as an English teacher in Pachayappa High School. Later, he quit the teaching job and began involving himself in journalism and politics. Then he moved into the political science of the Madras Presidency as a journalist. He was an Indian politician who served as first Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu for 20 days in 1969 and fifth and last Chief Minister of Madras State from 1967 until 1969, when the name of the state of Madras was changed to Tamil Nadu. As an ardent follower of Periyar E.V. Ramaswamy, he rose in stature as a prominent member of the party. He was well known for his oratorical skills and was an acclaimed writer in the Tamil language. He scripted and acted in several plays. Some of his plays were later made into movies. Jawaharlal Nehru hailed him as one of the greatest parliamentarians. C.N. Annadurai was awarded the Chubb Fellowship at Yale University, the first non-American to receive this honor. The same year, he was awarded an honorary doctorate from Annamalai University. He died of cancer on 3rd February 1969. His funeral had the highest attendance of any to that date. The biggest funeral ever in the history was the funeral of the former Chief Minister C.N. Annadurai. The lesson, The Convocation Address by Arinyar Anna, is an enlightening speech offering valuable advice and guidance to youngsters, instilling a sense of duty and service in them, urging them to give back to the society what they have gained from it. The prescribed lesson is an excerpt from the famous address made by the great leader Arinyar Anna at the Annamalai University, Tamil Nadu, on November 18, 1967, on the occasion of Convocation. He feels happy to stand before the new graduates of the university, but at the same time, he finds it important to offer suitable guidelines for the future of the graduates. He says that he is going to repeat the advice given by great and selfless men earlier. The speaker claims to represent the great men who have offered advice to the youth in the past. He says that the universities should trim and train, guide and lead the students to serve the entire society. The students are trained to have confidence in themselves and faith in others. He tells that universities are the storehouse of knowledge. They have played a unique role in molding the common man as a potential ruler and taught him the duties and responsibilities of true citizen. In the olden days, universities produced scholars and poets only to adorn the chambers of kings and queens. The wisdom of the scholars was meant for lords and nobles, not for the common men and women. The scholars and poets worked in darbars, away from the life of the common people. But today, the universities are for the common men and women. Universities produced graduates who are equipped with knowledge. The graduates have faith in democracy and respect and treat all men as equal. Thus, universities improve the society. The university's function has been enlarged not in its fundamental, but in its arena. The universities equip the students with knowledge. They give the students patience and perseverance. They also instill in the students faith in democracy and a capacity to shoulder responsibility. Above all these, universities instill in the students the spirit of service to society and concern for the common men and women. According to Dr. Radhakrishnan, the university develops the spirit of democracy in students. Students learn to appreciate the points of view of others and learn to solve the differences through discussions, not by fighting. Thus, universities develop broad-mindedness in students. Then he speaks of the duties of a graduate. He reminds them that university education is a privilege that they enjoy, for which they are deeply indebted to the community. Universities help to recall the struggles of the past and realize the perils and possibilities, the challenges and opportunities of present. According to Annadurai, the contributions of the educated youth should not be so much in terms of money, but in terms of service in toning up society. Society is responsible for the education of youngsters. Therefore, graduates should give back to the society what they have received. They should serve to tone up society by sharing knowledge with the illiterates, help them move up in life, inculcate hope in the depressed, and bring a new life into everyone around him. Large amounts of money is needed for the maintenance of institutions of higher learning. The state collects revenues from all people and allots a large share of it for education. This revenue comes from tillers and toilers, people who work on the agricultural fields and in factories and industries. They sweat all day long to earn livelihood, but they give money to the government by way of taxes of 100 different types. Aringaranna points out that a graduate will find many selfish men in social and political life. The selfish seekers live a luxurious life and they are praised. But at the same time, the patient, hard-working poor people suffer a lot. Tyranny of all kinds will discourage the graduate. The environment is such that even the good and service-minded are discouraged. Aringaranna wants the graduates that the world in which they are to begin the journey may dim their hope and disturb their determination. Finally, he says that they should realize the continuous stream of men and women who were endowed with the spirit of service, and they too have to carry on the crusade successfully and confer rich benefits on humanity. As Tamilians, they have inherited rich legacy which are best suited to overcome even the environment and serve the society to the best of their abilities. At last, he congratulates all the graduates and wishes them to march onwards towards the land of success.